Continues. We're going to go right now to Dr. Brian McDonough, who I believe is on his way to New York City to join in the triage there. Dr. McDonough, are you with us?
Yes, I am. We're actually heading towards Statue of Liberty, Liberty Island. One of the big obstacles we are facing, as many of the personnel, emergency personnel, is the traffic. Yeah, I got to understand that as you approach New York, all the arteries in the Holland Tunnel, everything else is all closed. So what they're doing is diverting traffic. There's jams. They're pushing us and other emergency personnel through, helping in whatever way they can. And certainly that's one of the things. There's help from outside. The problem is just getting there, and that's an issue. I have been in touch and have reports from St. Vincent Hospital, where at St. Vincent's there are 500 doctors working, which is amazing. They've got staff. They are also trucking in doctors by bus. They're in their surgical scrubs. They're heading in. They've been fitted with goggles, any goggles they can, because corneal abrasions have been a big problem, and that's another issue as well, because as you look out here, you can still see the smoke. Obviously, you can, from the images you have, see the smoke, but you've got soot combined with those lower buildings. There's fire just coming out of the windows. They continue to burn. And the other report I have is somewhat disturbing, that initially what you had is problems with people with burns, with scratches, those types of things, even crush injuries. But as they get closer to the center, as they're getting closer to the buildings, they're finding more and more severe injuries, and that is what everybody has feared.
Doctor, when you get there, I've got to ask you the question.
Yeah.
You are a reporter for 1010 Wins in New York, so you've been listening to them, I'm sure, and you've been on their air. When you get there, are you going to be a doctor or a reporter? Have you dealt with that in your own mind?
I'm going to be a doctor first and a reporter second, but I think as I can gain information and somehow get that information back to people and their families, you can do a great deal of good as well. But it depends on what they need. Right now, as they're detailing it, and what I understand, there's things that only surgeons can handle, which they are bringing surgeons in for. But there's a lot of medical problems, things that I would deal with, the inhalation injuries, scratched corneas, those types of things, which at first seem minor. But when you take the trauma and the shock and you add those things into what the people are facing, we all have to contribute. And this is one of those things in medicine where we see them occasionally in our own local hospitals. We call it Code Delta, where they come in and everybody pitches in and uses the talent we have. We've all been trained in surgery, emergency medicine, and all those things as we've gone along in our training. And you really don't know what you're going to face. But I have a feeling, Rich, looking into the city, I don't think we're facing something pretty at all.
Doctor, how soon will you be there? Do you have any idea?
We are hoping to get there within the next half hour. The problem we have is that everywhere we go, we're being blocked off. The fact actually that we're more coming as medical personnel is helping us through here, but it's difficult. As you can imagine, a lot of people are trying to get here.